Wednesday morning thoughts. It's AT Malone, the first of my name because the second is already here. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell for more videos from your boy. Man, this is actually the second video that I've done this morning. It is exactly 4:54 a.m. And you know what I have to do before I get my first day of the work week kicked off? My morning thoughts, the things that are going on in my mind this early in the morning before I eat, make my coffee, feed the dog, and get my boy to school. So let's get this thing going. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this. Guys, if you have a good relationship with your parents, and I understand as we get older, we start going into our own individual lives, or we have social circles, and you become popular, and you're hanging out with new people, or even your day one friends. Do not forget to make sure that you communicate with your parents. If you're on good standing with them, if you have a good rapport, a good relationship with them, because there's gonna be a day, and I know that this might get dark real quick, real early, that phone is not gonna ring, and when you look at your call ID, it's not gonna be your folks. It's not gonna be your mom, it's not gonna be your dad. So while they're on this earth, and I understand parents can get annoying, I get it. But you need to realize something. Would you rather them call you and communicate with you or not call you at all? Because there will be one day where there will be no more communication. So whenever you get that ring and you look and you see that's mom or dad and you hit that ignore, just remember that one instance could be the last time that you talk to them. So, and I talk to my mom every single day. Every single day, I do my best to pick up that phone when she calls, or at least call her back, because her mother's no longer with us. My grandmother has been gone for years. And the things that me and my mother talk about, those are things that are going to be long lasting. And she tells me all the time, I do miss talking to my mom. So that resonates with me because it gives me that reality check. Like, listen, as much of a pain in the ass my mother can be at times, I'd rather her be a pain in my ass living on this earth than to be away from me. So make sure that you communicate with your parents if y'all have a good, healthy, functional relationship, all right? Because you only get one mom, you only get one dad. And this is coming from a father, all right? So the second thing that I want to talk about is these California fires. And we're going to look at this in three ways. The first thing is this. I hope that everybody in California is safe. I hope they find refuge. We praying for you throughout the whole United States, probably the whole world, because we have other countries that are assisting trying to get these fires under control. I couldn't even imagine how, as a homeowner, I could just sit there and watch my domain, the thing that I worked extremely hard to purchase, to maintain, eventually pass off to my child or children in the future, just go up in flames. All of the things that were purchased inside of the home, like I couldn't imagine that. And then being uprooted from it and having to find somewhere else to stay and still be on the hook for not only the mortgage, but you still got to pay the property taxes on that property that is no longer there. And I'm not going to say any names, but there's people attached to me that currently live out there. So it is hitting close to home. So you guys, man, y'all are in our prayers. I hope you guys figure it out and find somewhere to stay and be able to rebuild your life, because it's families that are without homes right now. So make sure that you guys keep those people in your prayers. But this is the thing. I'm not going to say it's difficult to feel bad for the people who have been uprooted from their homes, schools, workplaces. But at the same time, if you do a deep dive into what exactly happened, California, honestly, is a shithole. And we know that. There's crime everywhere, homelessness everywhere. The price of living is expensive. You got to pay federal and state tax. It is very difficult unless you are uber successful to live a good life in California. Now, I've been to California twice. In both of those times, it was like, look, the weather is nice, but other than that, I am good, right? And then you also have people who are running that state and cities to the ground. You got Gavin Newsom, probably the worst governor ever, who had Prop 47, which is basically if you commit a crime under a certain dollar amount, it's not considered a felony, right? What the hell is that? So you're promoting crime, basically, because people are like, well, if I steal this item and it's under this threshold, then nothing's really gonna happen to me. Come on, bro. And then you got Karen Bass, who's the mayor of Los Angeles. It's all the way in Africa, Ghana, while her city is just going down the drain. But you got to look at this. The people voted these politicians in. So on one side of the coin, you feel sorry for the people. You have empathy for the people. But then on the other side, it's like, well, you voted these people in that did not run the state correctly. How do you run out of water? How is there not the correct amount of pressure in the fire hydrants? How come, Karen Bass, you cut millions of dollars that could have gone towards the fire department resources? Straight up. So then you're like, well, you get what you vote for at the end of the day. So what I suggest people do is this, man. If I were you, I would just get the hell up out of California. I would move to a state that does not have a high price of living or state tax. But like we say down here, do not California our Texas, because we have a certain code of conduct here, a certain culture here, and we don't want y'all's culture here. We don't want your bad voting habits, your crazy liberal views. No, this is the South. We operate completely different. We're raised on respect. We're raised on morals and values and ethics. So if you come down here, cool, but you need to assimilate to what the culture is down here in Texas. All right, that's my morning thoughts, man. Oh, hold on, I got one more too, real quick. The third point is this. Isn't it funny that all of these things are happening, conspiracy hat on, when you know that the Olympics is coming? What's that, 2028? And then also, do you know how much money these land developers are about to make? Because a lot of people are probably going to just leave. It's very funny how even through catastrophes, people are still going to find a way to capitalize on it. Also, people are jacking up the prices of rent. But at the same time, the people who are jacking these prices up were having issues getting tenants. So it's very, very unique that these fires started basically out of nowhere, or brush, or it was easy, or all of these other factors that play into it. It's very funny that that is happening. And also remember this, guys, if you are a tax-paying citizen, they're probably going to be out of trillions of dollars in damages, right? California can't fund that because they're operating in a deficit. So who is going to have to flip the bill on that? We are. And I'm going to say this. I'm a tax-paying citizen, and if you guys are going to use our tax dollars to get California back to where it needs to be, I feel like we should have a partial vote in who the elected officials are, period. All right? That's my Wednesday morning thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man. I'm out. I got to get to work. Peace.